Hey guys. I feel like all of my videos start like this. I didn't plan on making a video today. This last hour has been the best hour that I've had all day because I have felt so horrible. And I woke up at 2 this morning and my stomach was really upset. And then I had a really hard time going back to sleep. Shush. And I sneezed like all day today, like just constantly sneezing all day. So I really just don't feel good. I don't have a fever, but like my nose is raw from where I've been blowing my nose. But anyways, I don't feel good. But I told you last week in my Thursday video that my massage student, his wife, is going through fertility struggles, and they're about to start IVF, and I decided that I was going to lend her 2 of my books. I'm gonna lend her the Yes You Can Get Pregnant, which is wonderful. And seriously, if you guys haven't read this, you really need to read it, because there was so much good information in there and so much information about each one of the specific, popular things that cause fertility issues. And then also the Circle Maker book, which I talked about. I read it, I think I finished reading it in October of last year, and I haven't read it since then, but I need to read it again after I get it back from her. But this book, changed my whole perspective on this whole thing, the whole fertility thing, spiritually. Because the front of this book says, praying circles around your biggest dreams and greatest fears. So this book, if you haven't read this book, you need to read it. It's not a devotional, and it's not like old world Bible talk. This is like real life stuff. And the author of this, Mark Batterson, he is a pastor. He's a pastor in DC. He's the leader of National Community Church. But he bought a coffee shop. It used to be a brothel. And I don't know if you guys have been following me. If you've been following me since October, you saw whenever I went to Washington, D.C. and I went to Ebenezer's Coffee House. If you have not seen that, then I will link that video down here. That video really doesn't have that many views on it, because that's, I guess, before people actually started watching me. But that really explains how I was feeling whenever I finished reading that book, and how much it meant to me to actually go to that coffee shop, because that was one of the dreams that pastor had circled. And yeah, so that's amazing, and I really need to read that book again. But I was going to get a card, but I left the house too late today to go and get one from the store. And I could have gone to get one after work, but I didn't think about that. So I asked Lawrence to go to the store. Y'all, don't tell him I'm talking about him, because he's probably not going to watch this video, because I'm going to say in the title something like, sick all day or something like that, so he doesn't think I'm talking about him. But if you have watched for a while, you know that he doesn't like to be on camera. He's not a jerk, but he's very sarcastic, and sometimes he's abrasive, and people that don't know him really think he's an a-hole, but he's not. He's just a weirdo. And he really is the most loving person I've ever met. But he's just sarcastic, and he's brutal. He's a brute. Sometimes he hurts my feelings. But I'm like, whoa, bud, you went too far. He's like, babe, I'm sorry, I'm playing. I was like, yeah, I know you're playing, but don't be a jerk. He was like, I know, I'm sorry. But anyways, I asked him to get a card so I can put it with these books that I'm giving to this girl. I don't even know what her name is, guys. I know what her husband's name is, but I don't know what her husband's last name is. I don't know what her name is, but my heart, like, whenever I started talking about my stuff, because he asked me about my pineapple tattoo, and that's how all of the conversations about this started, was because we were talking about the pineapple. He was like, you know, you really sound like my wife and what she's going through right now. And then it just, like, as soon as he said that, like, my heart just, like, wanted to reach out and hug her, you know? So, like, I have a very special heart, and I love people that I don't even know. I'm very empathetic and sympathetic to people. Like, I'm because of the things that I have been through and am currently going through, I feel like I am a better person and a better friend and a better listener, because I know that sometimes I just need somebody to listen to me. So I'm trying to give her some hope, because he said she's having a really hard time right now. So anyways, that was like tangenty, but I sent Lawrence to the store to get a card. And you know that this man is a manly man and is not serious about anything. And he came back with this card, y'all, and I almost cried. Like, I didn't think he had it in him to pick a card that he knew I would need, because I needed to read this too. But, like, if I had gone to pick out the card, this is the card that I would have picked. And I have never had anything like that happen between me and him. Like, I don't feel like he knows what's going on in my head, pretty much. Which he doesn't, because he doesn't read minds. But, I mean, like, I was so surprised. But let me just read you this card, because I was like, babe, you did awesome. Alright, so, it's a cute little girl hanging upside down. Says, this is hard, this is frustrating, this is definitely stretching. And on the inside it says, God is up to something here, and that means the ultimate ending will be good, no matter how yucky it feels now. And then beside it, it has Jeremiah 29:11, which is, I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future. It actually says a lot more than that, but that's a really great verse. That's actually on my Bible case. But I just wrote a little note in there, and I'm going to give this to her husband tonight. I don't even know what her name is. I don't know what her name is. But I don't care, because I feel like I just need to. Like, I need to. But I was so proud of him. He did such a good job. Anyways. Oh, and I put some of the little gold pineapple tattoos in there. Yeah, because nobody's getting my pineapple tattoos anymore. Okay, well, I'm done. Goodbye. I don't feel good. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow.